Hey guys, what's going on? Professor here, and today I'm coming at you with another LEGO Star Wars review video. Today we're going to be checking out set number 75254. This is the AT-ST Raider. Comes with 540 pieces, retailed for $50 here in the US, and is recommended for ages 8 and up. As always, if you do enjoy, don't forget to go down there and hit that like button, and if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this one. Checking out the box first, as always, all that information that I listed out to you is over here on the left side. I didn't say this came out last year, 2019, in October, Triple Force Friday release. This front of the box here has some nice scenery from the planet that this scene takes place on in the Mandalorian TV show. You see the 4 minifigures included. They're also shown down here at the bottom. That is the Mandalorian, Cara Dune, and you get 2 Klatooinian Raiders included in this one. They are different, which is really nice. And then overall, it just gives you a real nice look at the AT-ST in general and some of the features that come along with it. Flipping around to the back side of the box, you get a different angle of the AT-ST, and then you also have little areas kind of showing you some of the functions that it can perform. You can rotate the head, lift up the top of the head, things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. So let's go ahead and check out the minifigures. Checking out the first minifigure here being the Mandalorian himself. Overall, a very nice minifigure. I only have one complaint that I'll get out right away. At this point in the TV show, it's not a huge spoiler, but his armor is completely updated. It has been transformed into more like silvery metallic Beskar. So unfortunately the printing does not reflect that. It reflects the armor that he had early on, but that's a minor complaint. What they did provide us is very accurate to the early part of the show. His kind of old worn down armor, you get that on the legs as well, some of those like kind of leg knee pads, and then obviously you get the chest plate along with some more weapon reprinting on there. The helmet is, I believe, the same mold as every other Mandalorian helmet, obviously just more of a dark gray kind of metallic looking color. Underneath is just a black head because at the time that this set was made, the head had not, or the face of the Mandalorian had not been revealed. Comes with his Amban sniper rifle, which is the signature weapon from the show. And then, unfortunately, a cape on his back covers up most, or not most, all of the back printing, which I'll lift up here so you can check that out. It kind of shows just some back armor right there. But yeah, unfortunately, the cape does block that up, but the cape included is very nice. Moving on to the second minifigure here, we have Cara Dune, who is kind of like the Mandalorian's, I guess you could say, like sidekick. The hair piece right off the bat is a very nice piece included. The printing overall on the chest and legs is very simple, but it accomplishes what it needs to. I really like the dark blue color on there. Looks very nice. Back printing is slightly covered up by the hair, but you can kind of see what was going on there. Once again, not a ton going on. And then she also comes with a nice weapon right there. And then finally, we have the 2 Klatooinian Raiders, who, like I said, they are slightly different but very similar. Their leg prints are the exact same, as you can see. Their chest printing is very similar, slightly different. You can see this guy has a gray, kind of, I don't know if you want to say bandana or whatever, whereas this guy has a red one, and then there are slight differences. This guy's kind of wearing like a jacket around him. He's got something going across. This one, the chest printing is much more simple. And they also have reversed arm and hand colors. This guy has gray arms, brown hands, and this one has brown hands and gray arms. Both of them come with kind of little mini weapons. This guy comes with 2 little pistols, and then this one comes with a nice rifle. Their faces are the exact same, but this one kind of comes with an almost like neck or chin guard. I don't know exactly what that is. And then this guy over here is wearing a helmet and a spiky shoulder pad. So overall, very nice minifigures included in this set. One of my favorite scenes from the show, actually. I really do love this scene in the show. I'll get all these minifigures here together in the frame. Get one last look at these guys before we go ahead and check out the AT-ST. Looking at the AT-ST here, one thing right off the bat that a lot of people notice is the very awkward color combination. It's something that is very unconventional when you compare it to any of the other previous AT-STs that LEGO has released. For some people, it's kind of off-putting with all the colors just kind of thrown in on there. But I think it was nice. It's a nice change of pace from what a normal AT-ST looks like in that all kind of gray color palette. I really like what they did, throwing in the brown and the red. And to some people, it is a little awkward to see that, but it was very refreshing in my opinion. But other than the look, which I think they did a very good job of, I think it's relatively in scale. The head isn't like too small for the body or the legs or anything. I think they did a very good job with that. There are a lot of play features and things that can move around on this, so I'll get into that right away. I'll start up at the top with the head first. Just like any ATST, you can flip the head open right there, and then I'll give you a quick peek inside, There is a little area right here where you can put a minifigure to sit inside. There's also a little pistol holder. But otherwise, there really isn't too much cockpit space there, but nothing wrong with that. Move that back down. The sides can come off. There are, forgot to show, on like little hinges right here. So you can kind of open up the sides a little bit, but it doesn't really move that much and is not really that practical. The gun right here in the front can be moved up and down if you want to target some ships in the air or you want to shoot some people on the ground. Just as any ATST, you have your choice of either weapon on the sides of the head. And then this ATST also has 2 spring-loaded shooters, one on each side on the front right there. And they are fired off by pushing these in right here. I'll show you. You can see you push those in and then they fire off. And then if you don't know, just like any spring-loaded shooter, you can just pick these up and then load it right back in. There we go. You hear a little click and then it's right back in there, just like that. Otherwise, the head the head can move side to side, can move almost 360 degrees, not quite, only the 180 from left to right. You can do that manually like this, or there is this little twister on the back where you can move this side to side just like that. If you don't want to have to move the head manually, you can do either one. They both work fine, as I just showed off. Otherwise, there isn't much function anywhere else except for the legs. This part of the leg is actually kind of like screwed in, so you can't adjust them anywhere here. But at this joint on each side, you can move this back. And same on this side if you want to. And then you can have it at like whatever crazy angle or such that you would want, like this. Have it stand up super tall, or you can just have it back in its normal position like that. So the flexibility of being able to move both the head and the legs is very nice. A lot of previous ATSTs have only had like leg movement or things like that. So it's very nice to have the very stable head movement. It's not jerking all over the place. It's very controlled. And then you also have the ability to move the legs so you can change the ATST's position. The only unfortunate part is that you cannot move the legs forward at all. They are locked into position in terms of being moved forward. You can move them backward like that, but they cannot be moved forward. So this is as forward as you can get it, but you are able to move the feet back if you want to act as though it's like walking or something like that. And that is another thing that I should mention, is that at least this one, this side, the weaponry has not really fallen off, but for whatever reason, this side on my ATST, the weapon on this side falls off if you like shake it too hard or like hit it on a surface that you're putting it on. I don't know if that's something that I did wrong when building it, or if it was just something that is slightly flawed in the design. But overall, a very nice ATST. LEGO hadn't made one of these in a while, so it was very nice to see them do that, especially in a really great scene from The Mandalorian. But guys, that'll be it for this one. As always, if you did enjoy, don't forget to go down there and hit that like button. And if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.